Hello friends, welcome to another video from Smarteefi. In this video, we will cover the new version of Smarteefi app. In all these years, Smarteefi users keep sharing their feedbacks to us. Based on these inputs, we do keep updating our products and app. This time, we have done changes in the overall structure of our app, so we'll request you to watch this video till end. The main reason for coming up with this update is initially, Smarteefi users used to have limited number of devices in their account, maybe less than 10. However, in the past few years, there are many users who are having 20 to 50 devices in their account. People are using Smarteefi products for automation of complete home, offices, villas, sometimes at multiple places. In the existing Smarteefi app, it was getting difficult to navigate around such a big list. So, we have come up with this major upgrade of Smarteefi app. Let's start. So once you have updated the Smarteefi app, the first screen you will notice you need to enter your email ID. Smarteefi.com. If you are a first time user and you have not registered your account, you need to enter your password. Repeat password and your mobile number and press the register button. You will receive an OTP on your email ID. However, if you are an existing customer and already having an account which is registered and activated, this step is not required and you can continue using your same account and all your existing devices will also be reflected in this account. I'm just waiting for the OTP. Okay. See it is 0, 3, 4, 5, activate. Okay, once you have registered and activated your account, this is the new look dashboard. Since we do not have any devices here as of now, so this is blank. At the bottom you will find different tabs. So first one is dashboard, second is modules where you will find all your devices, third is scenes, fourth is for the notification, and last one is the help tab. In help tab you will find useful videos and user manual and contact details. For Smarteefi customer support, you will find the WhatsApp number and the technical support email ID and our office address. Okay. Now let's try to add the first device. So press the plus button at the center. You will be asked to enter the device serial number and activation code. The device serial number and activation code are mentioned at the back of each product and also on the packing box on which you have received the product. So it is advisable that you note down these numbers once you receive the product before doing the installation. Okay, as soon as you do this, the device will be added to your dashboard. You will receive a configure Wi-Fi configuration message where you can proceed for the Wi-Fi configuration. But at this stage, we will do the cancel and go ahead with the other features of the app. We will cover the Wi-Fi configuration at the later section of our app. Okay, now this is a new look dashboard where all the switches are on the home screen. So we have added the FB4 one which has switch 1, 2, 3, 4 and one fan which is reflected in the dashboard. Module you can see at the module page where you can find the module name FB4112019. Okay. Also, if you see at the top there is a home. So this is a default home and then there are rooms. So there is no room as of now. So all the device 5 switches are reflected in the not assigned to rooms. So this is a new concept which we have added, like you can have multiple homes and multiple rooms also. So let's create one more home. So when you press the plus icon at the top, you will find add new device, add new room or add new home. So I am clicking on add new home. So let's name this home as office. Okay, so if you see, there are two homes now, home and office. Now let's create some room. Add new room. So you have to first select which home you want to create the room. So I have selected home, then room name. So it is room 1. Okay, so in the home, the room 1 is created, but there are no devices in this. Not assigned to room has 5 devices and room 1 has no device. Let's create one more room in office now. New room, select office, select, let's name it cabin. Okay, so if I go and do select home as office, I will find there is a cabin which does not has any devices. Now how to move the devices to these rooms? Go to any not assigned to rooms, right scroll on switch 1, click on arrow, move to room, home, room 1. So you can select to home or office. I am moving this device to home and room 1. Now this device is moved to room 1. So now room 1 in home is having 1 device and not assigned to rooms is having 4 devices. Let's move this fan to office. Office, cabin, move. So room 1 has 1 device, not assigned to room is 3 devices. And if you go to office, you can have cabin has 1 device and not assigned to room is having 3 devices. So this is the way where you can move your switches to different rooms. So practically you can use any switch to any room. So if your module has multiple switches, you can move. But maybe more logical will be to move the complete modules to one of the rooms. Like if I go to module, I want to move this module to one of the rooms. I will click on move to room and home, room 1, move. If I go back to dashboard, now I will see all my 5 devices are inside the room 1 and there is no not assigned to any room option. If I go to home, office, so cabin devices also move to room 1 and there are no devices inside office. Okay, so this is a concept of room 1 and home. Similarly, you can remove any of the devices from any of the room. Suppose I want to remove switch 2, remove from room. So automatically this device will be removed from the room and it will be assigned to not assigned to room. Same way you can remove the module also, remove from room. So it is removed from rooms. So not assigned to room 5 devices and room 1 or cabin does not have any devices. Okay, so this covers the concept of home and rooms. Now let's cover the basic settings. So in the new version of the app, the basic settings, there is no major change. If I go to modules, so first thing you can change the device name. Suppose this is my smart switch. Save. So first option is Wi-Fi config, which we will cover in our Wi-Fi configuration. Time zone is for India is Asia Kolkata, which is default, and there is no need to change if you are living in India. Delay timer. Now the default value of it is 1 and the maximum value is 180 seconds. So delay timer helps you to avoid the bad electricity when there is power cut and resume. After every power cut, delay timer will stop the electricity going to your appliance for this specified duration. Okay. Manual control. Basically this locks the switches from physical operation. Like physically you cannot operate the switches. However, you can operate these switches by app or by voice control. Okay, so once you have locked the device's manual switch control changed successfully, and if you have to unlock, you can unlock these switches. Now there is a share button, so you can share this device to any of other registered user. Suppose in your home there are multiple devices and you want to share some device to some specific member, maybe your children or to guest, but you not want to share the complete all other devices. So you can share its registered email ID. So the shared person should have the registered email ID, should have registered and activated account, and you can share the device. Once you share this device, the device will be reflected on their account. Okay. So the registered, when the shared device is available on the shared account, there are some restrictions that he cannot move those shared devices to any of the rooms, and voice control will not work. Voice control will work only on the parent device. Okay. So in some of the hospitals, the administration team is using it, like they have given the floor wise control of devices, like first floor control is given to the first floor supervisor, second floor control is given to second floor supervisor, and the administration has the control of all the devices. Similarly, in office, you can give at the reception the control. So for office switches and the home switches, you will have control of your. So in your account, you will have both the home and office switches, and at the reception, the person will have only the control of the office switches. Okay. Now let's go back to dashboard and check the device settings. So like there is switch 1. So here also you can firstly change the switch name. So it is bed light, suppose. You can change the icon. So there are some default icons which are registered here, which you can use. Also you can use the new functionality of camera. So you can select an image from the gallery or camera and change the device icon. Okay. Let's go for each option. So status gives the on and off control. Countdown timer, basically it's applicable for if you want the switch to switch off after some specified duration. Suppose you have set it for 5 minutes. Now this setting will be stored in the switch, and whenever this switch is switched on either by manually or by app or by voice control, the timer will start running, and after 5 minutes it will turn it off. So this is very useful for cases like you want to charge your mobile in the night going to sleep, but you do not want to overcharge it. So you can set the timer maybe for 1 hour, and after 1 hour charging will stop. You are using induction for boiling milk or water, you can set it for 2 minutes, and after 2 minutes the induction will switch off. Or for a sprinkler in garden or aquarium equipment. So there are practically many use cases where you want to control the duration of the switch. At like AC geysers, like you want like after 30 minutes AC geyser or geyser switch off. So you can use the countdown timer. So be sure that you set it back to 0 if you do not want to use. The maximum duration is 12 hours. You can use the countdown timer to maximum 12 hours. Schedules. You can run multiple schedules on the switch. So suppose you want to add one schedule of like turn on the switch at 6 p.m. suppose, turn on, and turn off suppose at 10 p.m. So you can set it for every day, or you can do for some specific days like Monday, Wednesday only. Monday and Wednesday. Okay. You can save individual schedules, or you can save all schedules also. So basically this will turn on the light at 6 p.m. on Monday and Wednesday, and switch off the light at 10 p.m. on Monday and Wednesday. So you can have as many as schedules for each switch. If you want to delete any schedule, you can press the delete button. The schedule will be deleted. Okay. Power up state. Now this is a very important option, like suppose the switch is turned on and power goes off and power comes back after 5 or 10 minutes. So you can have the restore option, like if the switch was on, it will restore to switch on state, or if it was off, it will restore to off state. This is the default setting. However, you can also do as always on or always off. Like in some cases, if you are running the switch for motor pump and you want the switch to turn off if there is no power cut happens, because you not want, like when power comes back, maybe it comes after 1 hour 2 hour, again the motor should start. So you always want the motor to start manually, you can set to always off. Loop timer is another important timer which we provide. So suppose you want to set something for some specified duration on and off for some specified duration. So one way is to run multiple schedules. Another way is to set the loop timer. Suppose you want something to turn on for 20 minutes and turn off for 5 minutes. Okay. Start with switch on. Disable with manual control means if the timer is running and someone goes and press the switch manually, whether the timer should continue or should stop. So the default behavior is it will stop. Loop type is forever or some fixed duration. If it is fixed duration, then you can specify the time. Suppose you say for at 3 p.m. it will start. Total duration is suppose 60 minutes. So what it will do, for at 3 p.m. it will start, switch on for 20 minutes and then turn off for 5 minutes. Again 20 minutes and again turn off for 5 minutes. So this will run for 60 minutes. The same way you can run it for multiple days like Wednesday or Friday. Okay, and whenever you say start, the schedule will start. Okay. Power usage, basically we show the power, how much the power is consumed. It is based on the amount of time the switch was switched on. So you have to manually enter the load. Suppose 10 watt is the load, and for last 12 months or this year, how much time or how much kilowatt hour the electricity has been consumed by this specific switch. Okay. Manual lock is here also. Like in this case, you will lock only the first switch, like this backlight switch. To manual lock only operate by app or voice control, and the other switches will work normally. If you do the manual lock at the module level, the complete module will be switched, manual lock happen, but from this screen only this specific switch will be locked. Okay. So till now we have covered the home and room concept, covered the features and of smart switch device and the switches. Now let's go to the scene. Now what happens in the scene? Suppose you want multiple switches. Like suppose I name it as morning. Select home, room 1. Okay, no assign, sorry. Home, next, not assigned to room, switch bed light. I want to turn off the bed light, and I want to do something not assigned to room. Suppose there is a fan, I want to switch off fan also. So at morning event, basically I want to turn off bed light and fan also. So when I start it, so it will automatically switch off my bed light and fan. So both those things will be done at the same time. So this way you do not need to control only the switches of one module, but you can control switches across the module. So suppose you have multiple balcony lights, 4 or 5 or 6, at evening you want to turn on all the lights at one time. So one way is to go to each switch and turn it on manually, or you can create an evening scene where you can turn on all the outer lights at one time. Okay. So we have covered everything. Notification, so you'll say that notification will come whenever any schedule runs or any manual operation happens. Suppose I am manually operating any switch, this time like I have operated manually, the schedule notification has come up here. Okay. Now suppose my app is not open at this point of time, and I do again operate the switch. And if I see the notification has come up that turn off manually.